The free world is horrified by the massive terroristic invasion of Israel by Hamas this morning. The brutality, the barbaric acts already being committed, the kidnappings underscore the nature of the enemy. There are several profound lessons. For Israel, how in the world did their intelligence agency not see this coming? It's reminiscent of the surprise attack by Egypt and Syria against Israel back in 1973 and the failure of Israeli intelligence in the 2006 Lebanon war. Those questions will be asked and will be answered quickly. In the meantime, the Israelis have to answer some very tough questions immediately. They're not only going to have to beat back Hamas, take back the villages Hamas has occupied in southern Israel, but also make a decision about whether to reoccupy Gaza. They gave up Gaza, pulled out of Gaza almost 20 years ago as a gesture, giving up land, hopefully to get peace in return. We see where that peace gesture led to. Also, Israel's now going to have to deal with attacks on their northern border and on the West Bank. So this is going to be going on for days, if not weeks. Why did this attack happen? Because Iran was appalled that Israel and Saudi Arabia were about to conclude an agreement, including diplomatic relations. This extraordinary breakthrough was coming about because of joint fears of Iran. So the agreement for the moment will be put aside until this Israeli operation is complete, but certainly the danger that Iran poses in the Middle East is underscored as never before. There are lessons for us. We must take the politics out of our own intelligence agency, which has become too enmeshed in domestic politics. Agencies like the CIA aren't supposed to do anything in domestic politics, but that safeguard went by, sadly, years ago. We must rebuild our military with urgency. We live in a very dangerous world. We cannot take peace for granted. So in the short term, we want to help the Israelis. We may have some useful intelligence. We may have some weapons they need immediately. Humanitarian aid is going to be needed for the casualties that are now being inflicted. Longer term, we must realize we live in a world where if we want a free world, America has to take the lead. And the only way America can take the lead with effectiveness is with strength. We must rebuild our strength. We've done it before. And what's happened in Israel reminds us we must do it again. Thank you. I'm Steve Forbes.